Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Whoa, hey guys, how you going? I'm slow at pushing buttons this morning. How you going, guys? Okay, out to lunch. How you going? We've got a cat who just knew I was going to sit at the computer. We've got Deb, how you going? Charles, how you going? Stuart, how you going? You got matchsticks for your eyelids? Alex, how you going? Deb, how you going? Who else we got? Stuart, Deb, Alex, yep, we got everyone. Shannon may be missing. Paul's here. How you going, Paul? Yeah, Shannon might be missing because he's driving, I believe. How you going, Shannon, if you can hear us? Okay, so I've had some treatment this week, which has been very interesting. I went to see the osteopath and he actually cracked my back gently, but he did. And then he stuck his elbow into between the shoulder blades, and he said, "You're going to feel I've been at your back. You're going to feel it." And I'm feeling it now in the neck and the back. So yeah, but it's something is happening. I'll tell you that much. Things are, I believe, getting sorted out, on their way. So this is very interesting journey to take with the osteopath and try and get things corrected in the back. So he left the bottom of my back alone where it's broken. He just went through the mid to top part, and I can't believe it. There's already a big difference. Hey Timmy, how you doing? Alex said, I hope that has helped you make you feel better in the long run. Well, I think it will. With more treatment, the first one's already very promising. So with more treatment, I believe that this could sort things out. More, more than just my back. The reason why I'm sick in the first place. So, and even though the osteopath said, no, that can't be the reason, something happened. I'm telling you, something happened, and it was the reason. So I'm going to go back and let him know that whatever he's doing, just keep doing it, because it's starting to correct my body out, I believe. Stuart said, my beautiful Susan died 27th of January, shouting me, put her arms around me and just died. Don't be sad, she's okay now. Oh, Stuart, my condolences. My condolences, really, deeply. Wow. I feel for you. And Deb said, so glad you're getting treatment. Yep, definitely. So we had the eclipse this week. I missed that, didn't I? I was live before the eclipse happened. Okay. So, did anything happen? There was apparently a earthquake in New York or something going on there. Paul said, Hev, it seems like you've been going through the mill. Oh, yeah, my back tells a big story, and it's pretty much my body going, what the have you done to me? Really? That's what, even Timmy was the one who said that in the first place, actually. What have you done? Well, more damage than I thought, so because it's getting worked out. I'm feeling it in the neck and the upper back, so what he worked on. Deb said, shit, the world didn't end. Yeah, condolences, Stuart, from everyone in the chat, and I'll pray for you anyway. I do understand that you said don't be sad, she's okay now. It still is, you know. I don't know. It's God love you though. You stay strong, and we'll be praying for you anyway. What else have we got? I do have some news. So we might go through a bit of that. We've got this. This is it's funny and it's interesting. Okay. You know how Rihanna did this, I don't know what she did, but anyway. Hug me, I'm half Italian. I just read that shirt there. Okay. This girl's pretty good. Okay, because look what she does. We'll have a look. Oh shit, that's loud. Oh my goodness. How she's amazing, this girl. I don't know. She did really well. Especially with those lips. And the oil. Spray some olive oil, rub it in, and there you go. You're all glistening and look at the lips. Cheese lips. Okay, then we got Joey Manorino. Her son fired 11 shots at police before they returned fire. Also, if you expect to be taken seriously during a press conference, please take that ridiculous wig off your head. Okay, apparently someone was shot by... They're doing a George Floyd again. They're trying anyway, okay? The guy shot 11 shots at the police before they returned fire, which I'm sure they didn't want to because they don't want to be called racist, but here we go.
He had just bought his new car 3 days before that, and he was just riding around in his car. He said, Mom, going for a ride. And they killed him. They killed him. He had just bought his new car.
Oh, look, I don't know. I don't know if that's an act or this is real. If her son really did get shot, I feel sorry for her anyway, because nobody wants their child to be in trouble, but nobody wants their child dead, you know. But if your child is going to get themselves into trouble, and I don't know, some parenting should be questioned too, I believe. A lot of people are letting their children get away with everything these days. You do have to slightly discipline your children. You don't have to come down hard on them, like full on, you know, but you got to discipline them. Otherwise they think anything goes, it's fine, and they never get told no, and then you have a problem. And when I say you don't have to go hard, I mean you don't have to beat the crap out of them, okay? You just need to discipline them. And it's a gentle discipline. You can smack them on the bum. I have smacked my children on the bum before it was illegal. So this is what they want. They want you not to be able to discipline your children so that they run amok, and then they've got more people in the police, in the jail systems, and then you cause trouble and division with communities and things like that between the police and the public. There's a lot of A lot of shit going on. Craig Kelly said, here's a test for the ABC. Will the ABC report on the story today about Australia's largest plastic and chemical manufacturer, Qenos, is about to shut its doors and abandon manufacturing in Australia due to high energy costs? Such a story would be highly embarrassing for Albanese and make a mockery of his farcical Our Future Made in Australia plan. So will the state broadcaster actually broadcast the news, or will they censor inconvenient stories? Anthony Albanese, our Prime Minister, Elmer Fudd, said our Future Made in Australia plan will mean an economy with more secure work and fairer wages. Look, listen, whatever they say, think the opposite. You're going to be closer to the truth. Because believe me, our Prime Minister, I don't know who's dumber. Trudeau, Biden, or Albanese. There's a race to who's the dumbest, seriously. Or is it who's more corrupt? I don't know. But this guy's been to the Mardi Gras 35 years in a row. Shows you which side he's on. Malcolm Roberts said Royal Australian College of General Practitioners has released a paper. Oh, I can't read that one here. I'll have to go to Rumble for that one. It's bad. You know, the jabbies? Yeah, those things. Pretty bad if you've had 2 or more. And I'm sorry. My family went and done it too. And there's big problems with them. Sorry, I'm trying to get... And last week when Shannon thought I farted, it was my bloody chair. It did it again. So there you go. Working Class Bro said there's only 3 reasons why the housing market is completely fucked and why you can't afford anything. Labor government, unions and excessive immigration. It ain't fucking boomers, you stupid see you in the NTs. I don't like saying that word, so I won't say that word. But I will say see you in the NT. That was actually an ad in Australia for the Northern Territory. See you in the NT. Wall Street Silver is asking, or saying, Australia's banks are already refusing cash withdrawals for their customers. Yeah, you can't get your money from a bank. I thought it was absolutely crazy. How can you go to a bank and not get your own money out? Well, you can't. I thought she misheard what I wanted. What's in the bank if there's no cash? They just said, I'm so sorry, we can't help you. Go to an ATM. There are some that are free now. You don't have to pay $2 from your end and then $2 on their end to try and access your money like it used to be. Some of them are free and you just go in and withdraw your money from the ATM. They're mainly around supermarkets and things like in shopping centres. But anyway, yeah, apparently you can't get cash out of the bank. I wonder if you can deposit cash into the bank. Not that you'd want to do that, but sometimes I've pulled all my cash out and then realised, oh, I have a bill to pay. And yeah, I'd like to know if you can put cash into the bank actually to pay the bill. Polly Bard said, why wouldn't she tweet about trans issues to celebrate this holiday like she did for Easter? Okay, Penny Wong, during Easter, was on about trans issues, right? After Ramadan's days of worship and fasting, something, Eid al-Fitr, is a special time for Muslim Australians to come together as a community in prayer, hospitality and generosity. This year, the suffering in Gaza will mean many Muslim Australians will mark Eid al-Fitr with sorrow. Yeah, okay, she loves Ramadan, hates Easter. Tells you everything you need to know. Margot Martin said Georgia's police motors unit leading President real Donald Trump's motorcade. Check it out. Check it out. Want to say hello to my neighbors. Check it out. It's quiet. It's a very quiet motorcade now. There's just no sound. Check it out though. Look at it go. Come back, Trump, please. Oh my God. The world needs you right now. Seriously. Wait till people see what happens. And they will wish that it happened earlier. Even the people that hate him are going to wish it happened earlier once they see what's going to happen. You can't tell the people, you got to show them. I know this. I've tried. Oh my God. Billboard Chris said, lawyer, I suggest to you that in Australian society the normal meaning of a woman is someone who's changed their birth certificate to say woman. What would you say to that? I'd say you're out of your mind and you need to talk to more Australians. Rachel Wong here today. Okay, there's a tickle versus giggle courtroom. Okay, I don't know who these names, right? Tickle, I don't know which one, Roxy Tickle is the man. Giggle is the actual female. We'll work it out. Just give me a sec. I've got the cat back. You can get outside if you want to. Okay, this is going to be quite interesting to read. Rachel Wong said today the tickle versus giggle courtroom was full of Soul Tweets supporters. All of us there in solidarity as she underwent cross-examination on why she had refused to allow a man, Roxy Tickle, to use her female-only networking app, Giggle. Okay, I'll get it now. It's an app. Giggle's an app, and Tickle, and my cat has done this. Sorry, guys. For more than 2 hours, Tickle's lawyer tried her best to portray Sal as someone who is discriminatory and unkind, but every response Sal gave only served to reaffirm just how reasonable, genuine, and right she is. Sorry, guys, cough. During cross, his lawyer tried to get Sal to, among other things, agree that Tickle is a woman. Lawyer, you've previously said you would be kind to Miss Tickle if you met her in real life. Sal said yes. The lawyer said, would you call her Miss Tickle? Sal said, no, I would not. Lawyer said, but that's not kind, is it? Sal said, I don't think it's kind to expect a woman to see a man as a woman. Lawyer said, Miss Tickle is a woman, isn't she? Sal said, Tickle is a biological male. Lawyer said, even where a person who was assigned male at birth transitions to a woman by having surgery, hormones, gets facial hair, undergoes facial reconstruction, grows their hair long, wears makeup, wears female clothes, describes themselves as a woman, introduces themselves as a woman, uses female changing rooms, changes their birth certificate, you don't accept that as is a woman, do you? Sal said no. Lawyer said, I suggest to you that in Australian society the normal meaning of a woman is someone who's changed their birth certificate to say woman. What would you say to that? I don't agree. And Sal said, I don't agree either. I think the lawyer should definitely question more Australians, normal Aussies on the street, you know. The lawyer, who by then appeared quite agitated, was forced to move on to a new line of questioning, perhaps realising that trying to get Sal to say men can be women is like trying to get any reasonable person to say that 2 + 2 is 5. I'm reading from over the side here because the cat's in the way. Now she's moving. No words can do justice to just how phenomenal Sal was in that witness box. Calm, articulate and sincere. She did every woman and girl, every single person who supported her in this nightmare so far, unbelievably proud. I'm just sorry more people couldn't have seen it. Men can never be women, and we will not stop fighting until our laws reflect this reality, and women in their sex-based rights and protections, including female-only spaces, services and sports, are restored. Now this lady, this is, I believe it's being watched around the world, but this is a very important, this is something very important for women anyway. Well, and men who don't like to have to call men women. Okay. my brain I lost a few brain cells. Okay. Yeah, because of the lawyer mainly. Yep, You can get out all right. Okay, Ben Fordham Live said Dick Smith is putting his money where his mouth is. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. Why does my mind go there? Okay, well, anyway, Dick Smith is a good businessman in Australia, okay? And he's been fighting for Australia as well, trying not to have these big corporations come in and take over, which they have. So he's putting his money where his mouth is. The businessman is now running ads about population growth. He's questioning if our PM has a plan to deal with the pressure it's putting on our resources. So there you go, Dick Smith. He's been fighting for Australia for years, just like Pauline Hanson. And they did him dirty, actually, quite a few years ago. I believe it was in Penrith. Dick Smith, was it? Or was it Harvey Norman? Hang on, I could be getting them mixed up. Mindy Robinson said, oh, this just keeps getting better and better. So this douchebag, Dan Rodimer, who I ran against for Congress, that Kevin McCarthy and the GOP decided to endorse and give $500,000 to instead of me, who everyone actually wanted, just got picked up for murder. Now they're trying to throw out the text messages between him and his wife under spousal privilege because they're all about her yelling at him for murdering the guy on purpose. Whoops. I knew that before this article came out, and I was going to tell the world whether they let it out or not, but like I said back then, this guy's an extreme danger to society. He'd already beat up 3 male strangers in bars, 3 domestics on females, and I knew of an instance when he punched his wife in the face in a New Orleans bar that never made the news or reports. The GOP knew all of this when they fully endorsed him, but because I was running on an anti-government corruption platform that was going to take out all the DC scum, I was shut out by the media, etc. The only good news about this was thankfully the guy he killed was also a fucking scumbag. He was convicted of murder and let out because of some bullshit story that he was innocent. That I'd bet $1,000 on isn't true. Karma's coming in the next 6 months, and this entire corrupt house of cards is collapsing all around this murderous deep state uniparty system. I feel it. Do you feel it too? There you go. Wow. Interesting. Chad Prather said, Biden says, elect me, I'm in the 20th century. He sure is. We're in the 21st. He's back in the 20th. At least he finally said something truthful. Let's have a listen.
Elect me. I'm in the 20th century, 21st century.
Yeah, he corrected it, but no, he's right. He's in the right the first time. He's in the 20th century. Elon Musk is saying X algorithm update coming soon with more bangers and less clickbait. Good stuff. And apparently some countries dropping something against Elon Musk because they wanted censorship. It wasn't Australia either. It was some other country. So I'm sure we'll get to it because I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Feisty and friends said, ponder this. How do you actually build back better? By tearing it all down while he's not POTUS, right? In my second term, which we're sort of having now, but I don't want the results. What's the keystone? US dollar at all? Because someone snuck in. Oh, no, they haven't snuck in. They got hidden camera pictures of the principal economist at the Federal Reserve talking about Jerome Powell's legacy as somebody who held the line against Trump. The influential agency responsible for maintaining a stable monetary system appears not just be establishing interest rates, but also to be setting policies for desired social outcomes. Who would have thunk it? Under Powell, the Fed has changed to think about equity issues like racial issues, think about wealth inequality as part of the mandate. As part of the things we are following, think about climate change. Oral Hismo, principal economist at the Federal Reserve, who prior to working at the Fed was an assistant professor, NYU Stern, and received his PhD in economics from Duke University, helps write speeches for Federal Reserve Board Chair Jerome Powell for the Federal Open Market Committee. Hismo says Trump is just a crazy person and conservatives are dumb. As he describes to OMG's American swiper citizen, a journalist, a politicised Federal Reserve Board where Powell has promoted ESG issues like climate change and wants to be remembered in history as a saviour. But shh, don't tell anyone, because Hismo says, I'm just really worried that I'm saying stuff that's classified. It's all classified. Like what? Like they're backing the woke shit? I think we knew that. What are you doing? Please don't go at my blinds. That's not good. I don't want them broken. I can't afford to fix it. Geoloff said American style. Ah, here we go. Anti-commie said, do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? Great. Can someone start this here? Here, start again. Here we go. Right, starting again. Start it here at the beginning. In Australia.
Well, well, well. Looks like we have some shocking news here that a speed camera has been cut down in town here, and it's also been pretty heavily violated. Looks like they've smashed the screen here. So it looks like the carbon tax, everybody's upset with the carbon tax and speed radar cameras and stuff like that. It looks like people have just had enough. This has actually been professionally cut. You can see the cut lines on this. So someone's come here at night and cut this camera right down. So enough is enough. There you go. What are your all thoughts on this?
My thoughts are, come on, Aussie, come on, come on. Come on, Aussie, come on. Someone, anyone. I don't know how. Or I would. Okay, Elon Musk, much appreciated. Mario Norfel said, breaking. Brazilian government committee officially praises Elon for exposing censorship. The Public Security Committee of the Chamber of Deputies approved a motion of applause and praise for Elon Musk, exposing and facing political and unfounded censorship imposed by Brazilian justice against the users of the platform in the country. There you go. Brazil. Okay, fish lips here. I don't know how this could be true. Probably is. 1. The property investor locusts have arrived from Vic and Sydney in my hood. Allegedly 50% of all property is now vacant and owned by Southerners. Hey, enough of that. Is now vacant and owned by Southerners. They are buying anything, really shitty blocks, old apartments with rebar brick rot, anything to make a buck and ride the dragon. In my opinion, they've created a bubble within a bubble whilst at the same time creating mass rental shortages, some renting out houses room by room and charging $300 plus per week for a room. It is. It's not a supply issue, it's a speculation on steroids. And my cat feels like she's on steroids. What are you doing? Go out the door. The door's open. What is wrong? I don't know. Okay, as Oz hasn't had a well-needed housing value correction during the GFC due to artificial pumping, they have literally created the mother of all bubbles. I reckon we're looking at a 40% correction depending on location. These speculators are in for a serious financial pain soon. I think it's going to go even higher than 40%. And it kind of needs to. If a house is worth $1 million everywhere you're looking, 500,000 is still very expensive, man. Oh my goodness. And in the 1990s, they were like 130,000. Fishlips said if boomers are using their profits from speculating or using their super, they're in for a rude shock, I reckon. When the banks won't lend the buyers dry up unless they're cashed up, it will cause a panic, and panic selling will set in order to try and save their initial injected cap. I'm thinking we'll be in for another crisis once this all blows stack. Boomers who were previously cashed up with their super will be lining up at Centrelink. Many won't be able to get anything as they won't be able to offload their speculations. Fire sale incoming. I think it's going to happen all over the place, but I don't think it's just boomers. This is not just boomers. This is like immigration. This is like letting Chinese people who live in China buy houses here in Australia, come over for a week or two at a time, let their relatives come over for a week or two at a time, and the rest of the time the house sits empty. can't let people who live like overseas invest in a house in Australia unless they live here. Elon Musk said, what are the odds? Every single person who confuses correlation and causation ends up dying. All those people have said, correlation doesn't equal causation. There are no coincidences. Fletch17 said Trump meets with Frog X-Men. Trump and Scavino. Oh, I might have to read that on Rumble. Colin Ruggs said new body cam footage shows police officer shooting, killing a man in his own home after the officer saw the man holding a shotgun. Won't be able to show that here. Insurrection Barbie. So Letitia James, who thinks that the law doesn't apply to her, is going to ignore the direct order of an appellate court which stated that Trump can post the $175 million bond. Now the company that is willing to post the bond for him is rejected by James because she's a communist tyrant and she was never going to allow anything other than seizure of Donald Trump's property. This entire case has been about trying to embarrass and publicly shame Trump while at the same time trying to bankrupt him. She needs to put that chain on Trump Tower or this entire sham case is useless to her. America, I hope you're paying attention because you are next. If you live in New York, get the hell out now. I don't know if you can. Or hang in there, okay? Just hang in there. Michelle Langlois said, does this look like Paris Hilton? I am Sheep Lovelies. Or Love Lies, said, I pray for Paris Hilton. Why, it's not Paris Hilton. Do you seriously think that's Paris Hilton?
Hey everyone, I have some great news. An update from Jamaica. 5 of the employees from Atlantis Leadership Academy have been arrested for abusing children. I hope this really sets a precedent that if abuse happens, arrests will be made. Unfortunately, Randy Cook, the owner, has not been held accountable yet, but yet. I just want to say thank you to everyone for helping me raise awareness on this really important situation. It just means so much to myself, to the survivor community, and the boys in Jamaica. We are all so grateful to everyone for caring and talking about it, and all of it helps. And just to see that real change can be made. And I really hope this is a lesson to people out there that if you are abusing children, I will find out, I will find you, I will come with my huge spotlight and shine it on wherever you are, because people are not going to get away with this anymore. Enough is enough, and it has to stop.
I don't know if it's her or not, but I'm behind the message. Seriously. Okay, I need an ashtray. Oh, sorry, I just smacked myself in the face with the microphone. Oh, no, I don't. I've got one there. Do you want to listen to the rest of it?
And I hope you all know we have a huge community out there. And survivors, we believe you. I know from personal experience of being in these places and how they operate. I've spoken to thousands of survivors. Everyone has the same story. This needs to stop. This has been happening for decades, and people are just getting away with it. Not anymore.
Okay, whether or not that's Paris Hilton, I approve the message. If it is Paris, go after them, Paris. Oh my goodness. Brian Cates, political columnist and pundit, said what they've been telling you to do, get out of the sun, stop eating all that protein, no red meat, eggs, bacon, butter, drive your cholesterol as low as you can get it, get your vaccines and boosters, try that amazing new Ozempic drug to lose body fat, eat fake meat, fake synthetic butter, fake eggs, fake this, fake that, don't fast, it will kill you. What you need to do, get out in the sunlight, walk barefoot on the earth. Eat more protein, especially red meat, eggs, butter, bacon and fish, etc. Get your healthy cholesterol numbers way up by eating animal fat, because cholesterol is what runs your body's hormonal system. Take vitamin D and other natural nutrients to boost your immune system and stay away from Big Pharma. Eat a healthy diet and exercise regularly. Eat real healthy food, not fake shit made by a chemist. Fast regularly. It improves your health greatly. There you go. So whatever they tell you to do, like I said, everything they tell you, do the opposite. Okay? The mainstream tells you. You know that food pyramid? It should be upside down. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to show that one. This poor guy, he's got Down syndrome, and apparently the Ukraine army are beating him up. And he's part of the Ukraine army. I don't know. I don't. Ugh, makes me feel sick. The poor kid. I feel sorry. Like the poor guy. Like I feel sorry for him, and I don't want to see anyone get beaten up. Like someone, like, you know, this poor person. Is that who they're recruiting to the Ukrainian army? That's sad. Anyway, I'm hoping this is just a movie when I see things like that and other violence towards... I don't like violence at all. Wyatt said, just seen Trump's video on YouTube. He said he's against abortion, excluding rape, incest and mother's health. Okay? Excluding. That's the reason, the only reason you should be able to get one. That's how it should be. It's the right of the individual states to change the laws regarding this. It's none of the federal government's business. One of the reasons we're all here is to protect the children, to protect the most innocent. I'm disheartened to see all the comments defending abortion, especially given everything we know about it and have learnt together. And I agree. Joey Manorino said if critical race theory isn't being taught to children, why can't we ban it being taught to children? If abortions aren't happening past 15 weeks, why can't we ban them after 15 weeks? If kids aren't being taught sexual material in schools, why can't we ban kids being taught sexual materials in schools? If DEI isn't being used to advance racism, why can't we ban DEI from being used to advance racism? If these questions are all so simple, why do they all cause Liberals to totally short-circuit? DEI didn't earn it. Okay? DEI didn't earn it. Yep, I've seen that everywhere, and it's true. Libs of TikTok said, received this from a follower, a Delta flight out of Phoenix to Atlanta full of illegals. Atlanta's a Delta hub, so these illegals are most likely being flown from there throughout the country. One even has an ankle monitor. Is he a criminal? They all had the same paperwork and bag. This is a common occurrence. Oh dear. Sounds like Australia. Oh, here we go again, in Australia. Anthony Scalise said, Anthony Albanese, the so-called Prime Minister of Australia, if only he was this passionate about his own country and people. I reckon we should move him over there. Make him stay there, live there. See you later. And Penny Wong can go to the Middle East. She's a lesbian, mind you. Send her to the Middle East with all the Muslims and see how she goes. I'm all for that one. Okay, there's some questions about voided and nullified selections. New information's been discovered. Proof of chain of custody was broken. Things are coming out. I think the next 5 months are going to be... Or actually, how long till November? What are we in now? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. And the next 7 months, right? Are going to be very intense. Camus says, Senator Rand Paul said, so one of the coolest things I've discovered about COVID-19 is they borrowed Oracle supercomputer, a scientist from Australia, and they want to see which animal that virus would attach best to. It didn't attach to any animals very well, but it attached perfectly to humans. This does not happen. It's almost proof positive that something has been manipulated. And what do you do in a lab is you speed up evolution, you direct evolution, because you keep infecting mice that have human lung markers, so it thinks it's infecting a human lung, and you do it over and over again. You get the sickest mouse, one with the highest viral load, and you take that out and you infect the mice again. And each time you pass it through the virus, you get the sickest and most infected mouse, and you do it again. You're selecting for the worst, the most deadly, the most efficiently. What was the most efficient? What was really the sort of smoking gun, though, is we discovered the way this thing was genetically constructed is virtually identical to a research project from 2018 that had Dr. Barrick from UNC, Dr. C from Wuhan, and Dr. Peter Daszak from New York. They actually applied for money to create something that looks very suspiciously like what happened. They didn't get the money for it, but almost everyone believes now that Dr. Xi went ahead in China and did that project, created it. Because, problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem, wait for the public's reaction, and they come up with a solution. To create that thing probably was an accident that leaked out, but we all have all this evidence now. An accident leaked out, but now it's been... And yet it's been like pulling teeth to get a Democrat anywhere in Congress to sign a records release. Does that surprise anyone? Democrats don't want anyone to know. House of Cards, hello. Going from all angles, if you pull any of those cards out, P. Diddy, Wuhan, there's a lot of them. Pull any of those cards out and this thing starts to fall. And I believe they're pulling at all sides at the moment. And they're panicking. Okay, this was the other day. Colin Rugg said, breaking, Elon Musk says that ex-employees in Brazil have been told they'll be arrested as Brazilian leadership continues to attack free speech. Well, since then, he's fighting them. He's fighting Australia too. He's suing Australian government. Master Chef Jeff said, what's the bet? Neither ALP or LNP will have the numbers to form government. Dutton will receive a higher primary vote than Albanese. We'll still end up with a far-left extremist government after negotiations. You can almost see it on the horizon already. Australians will just lay down and accept it as they have too much. As they've have too much for too long. I don't agree. Sorry, guys. I reckon you're going to have to go LNP. You know why? I believe One Nation are standing with LNP to try and form a proper government. Kind of like what Trump's doing, if you want to look at it that way. Men are not women. Swallow your drama. The manipulation is clear. You're not a woman. You'll not be a peer. It would have been live and let live until you messed with our space. You are fully insulting in your sick woman face. You've proven your men with your violence and hate. We resist with all might because your womanhood's fake. Your AGP showing you're really not woke. Your cons and your cheats, your porn-hungry blokes. To the men who want to dress as women. Kate M said, Muslim voters matter, red flag. Everyone should read this because this group is targeting seats to sway the vote next election. And not just one or two in reps, a lot of them and the Senate. This explains why Labor are attacking Israel and becoming apologists for terrorists like Hamas. So the question needs to be asked, what else are Labor prepared to concede to this group to save seats? After all, they're hanging an ally out to dry. Oh, yeah, it's a big red flag. Verica said, I agree, money is dirty. However, so is the milk, bread, fruit and veg you buy, the pen you use in the doctor's surgery. Some dentists don't put a head cover on the headrest anymore, escalator handles, etc. I go to a delicatessen to buy my smoked meat and cheese and see the server talking over my raw food. Lifts, public transport, everything you touch is full of filth. Just sanitising money or getting rid of cash because of germs is preposterous. Okay? So trying to scare people. They've been doing that for years. Money's dirty, blah, blah, blah. So is everything else. Oh, my goodness. Everything in public. They don't clean them. They clean the floors, but they don't go down wiping every surface there is. Trophyfield said, hey, Victoria Police, he's inciting people to trespass, break and enter and steal. He's inciting actual criminal activity on broadcast TV. Are you going to charge him just like you charge me with 2 counts of criminal incitement for calling people to break the human rights abusing lockdowns? Or is he protected because he's politically aligned with your masters? Time for Vic Pole to start wearing a brown uniform. Oh, this idiot wants to now, okay, what's happening in America is going to happen in Australia next, because this idiot is trying to get people's vacant properties listed so that homeless can go there and stay. Okay? And his name is Purple Pingers. Anyway. Bloody idiot. Okay, Matt Wallace is trying to reveal the truth about Ben Shapiro. I don't know. He reckons he's a psyop. Texas nurse arrested after videos are found on her husband's phone of her having relations with her Great Dane. William Mitchell Keane was caught following children around a Texas supermarket and touching himself. When police confiscated his phone, they found very disturbing videos of his wife engaging in multiple acts with the family dog. Oh, God. Police say there were dozens of disturbing videos and photos on the phone. I don't really want to read any more. Police raided Keane and his wife Jolie's home, taking their 18 and 10-year-old children and 3 dogs. Oh, thank God for that. Jolie was charged with bestiality and Mitchell was charged with possessing child porn. Disgusting people. Oh, my God. I want to throw up. Carolina was replying to Dom Lucre. Naomi Campbell is part of the cabal. Also, she was the most expensive pro at one time. Hugo Chavez paid a lot for her services. Yeah, before she became higher up and started doing it to other women, maybe. What did Dom Lucre say? Hang on a sec. Developing Naomi Campbell's house has been going viral on November the 28th, 2017. British actress Katie and Noble said during a teary-eyed press conference in Manhattan that Harvey Weinstein used Oprah Winfrey and Naomi Campbell to dupe her into thinking he would help her with her career, only to use her for sex. That's Naomi Campbell's house. Does it surprise anybody? And the next one was Kanye. Yay. West told us years ago that Diddy was a Fed, just like how Epstein was working for Mossad. The reason you got to talk is because you took the deal. There's only 2 little stars after that. You effing Fed? I don't know. Diddy's role involved gathering incriminating information on celebrities and affluent individuals participating in homo and pedophilic behaviours at these creepy gatherings. Which intelligence agencies did Diddy work for? Jay-Z, Tom Hanks, Jimmy Kimmel, Prince Harry, Russell Simmons, LeBron James, Jamie Foxx. These are all people who partied with Diddy but haven't been accused of doing anything wrong as of yet. If Diddy was surveilling people, then these names are in big trouble. However, we must take into account the likelihood that the FBI will probably conceal these surveillance recordings. Of course they will. Okay, Thriller the Gorilla said, did you know JFK was about to force AIPAC to register as a foreign agent in 1963, and then that November, right as it was about to happen, he magically got pew-pewed. And to this day, AIPAC openly brags about how it buys our politicians on behalf of Israel because that's good for democracy. Okay. This needs to be sorted out. Elon Musk said this is all accurate. Michael Schellenberger said, Brazil is on the brink. I'm reporting to you from Brazil where a dramatic series of events are underway. At 5:52 p.m. Eastern Time today, April 6, 2024, X Corporation, formerly known as Twitter, announced that Brazilian court had forced it to block certain popular accounts in Brazil. Then less than 1 hour later, the owner of X, Elon Musk, announced that X would defy the court's orders and lift all restrictions. As a result, said Musk, we'll probably lose all revenue in Brazil and have to shut down our office there, but principles matter more than profit. At any moment, Brazil's Supreme Court could shut off all access to X Twitter for the people of Brazil. It is not an exaggeration to say Brazil is on the brink of dictatorship at the hands of a totalitarian Supreme Court justice named Alexandre de Moraes. Moraes? I don't know. President Lula da Silva is participating in the push towards totalitarianism. Since taking office, Lula has massively increased government funding of the mainstream news media, most of which are encouraging increased censorship, pretty much like every country in the world, including Australia. What Lula and de Moraes are doing is an outrageous violation of Brazil's constitution and the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights. At this moment, Brazil is not yet a dictatorship. It still has elections, and the Brazilian people have other means at their disposal to confront authoritarianism. But the Federal Supreme Court and the Superior Electoral Court are directly interfering in those elections through censorship. That's what they did in 2020 with Trump. 3 days ago, I published the Twitter files for Brazil. They show that Moraes has violated the Brazilian constitution, illegally demanded that Twitter reveal private information about users who used hashtags he considered inappropriate. He demanded access to Twitter's internal data, violating the platform's policy. He censored on his own initiative and without any respect for due process posts on Twitter by parliamentarians from Brazilian Congress. And Moraes tried to turn Twitter's content moderation policies into a weapon against supporters of the then President Bolsonaro. Wow. I say this as an independent and non-partisan journalist. I'm not a fan of either Bolsonaro or Trump. My political views are very moderate, but I know censorship when I see it. Sorry guys, just give me a sec. Oh, shit. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay on long, guys. Something's going on, and I need to be there. Okay, so we know what happened with the Twitter files pretty much in the US is happening everywhere. Okay, oh, look, smiling. This is the fakest BS I've ever seen in my life. Look, smiling. Smiling. It's all an act, the whole lot, including the police. Yep, they got caught making fully staged video of her getting arrested during a coal mine protest. Yeah, she was smiling the whole time. George Conway was behind getting E. Jean Carroll to sue Trump, and he just donated $1 million to Joe Biden, said Lady Patriot. Trump 2024, now more than ever, because Trump broke his vagina. Okay. And E.J. and Carroll lies, and Stormy Daniels lying as well, because she has actually said, to whom it may concern, this was 2018, official statement of Stormy Daniels. Over the past few weeks, I've been asked countless times to comment on reports on alleged sexual relationship I had with Donald Trump many years ago. The fact of the matter is each party to this alleged affair denied its existence in 2006, 2011, 2016, 2017, now again in 2018. I'm not denying this affair because I was paid hush money, as has been reported in overseas-owned tabloids. I'm denying this affair because it never happened. I will have no further comment on this matter. Please feel free to check me out on Instagram at the Stormy Daniels. So there you go. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to upload this video to Rumble, and I'm going to have to go in a sec. I'm going to read a couple of your comments, but something's happening, and I might have to go. I'll try and get back tomorrow, Monday. Okay, I'll go through the comments quickly. Deb said it's better than a favourite TV show. Alex said, hey Bella, Mr. Smiggles. Deb said, I did start to hope I got the time right. Yeah, our clocks went back, so I don't know what's, we're all over the place for a few weeks here when the times all start to go back and forward. Alex, I hope that's helped you to feel better in the long run. Everyone's saying, hey, Timmy. Stuart said, my beautiful, oh, yep, I did read that. I'm sorry. Again, Stuart, my heart goes out to you, honestly. Alex said, I think there are a few earthquakes and tornadoes. Deb said, these people are funny. Deb said, I love it when they do runway clothes and stuff from around. Yeah, it was stuff from around the house. That girl was good at that. She was really good at that. Alex said, I heard they were going to try another BLM thing in summer. Probably. Yeah, O.J. Simpson died. Yes, he did. Deb said, what is that, Hev? Discipline. Oh. And Deb said, yes, he did, Alex. Alex said, I only found out yesterday. I don't watch the news. Deb said, yes, it's not good for Australia. Alex said, I think he did it, and I think he even confessed at one point. Deb said, yes, he wrote a book laying it out. Deb said, I don't have an... Mouse of Doom said, like that word, it evokes such passion. Which word was that? Stuart said, we elected Boris, ended up with him after her. Deb said, I don't have a TV aerial. I can only go by Chromecast. Deb said, shit, $3 now. Alex said, yeah, crazy double jeopardy. Everyone's saying, hey, Mouse of Doom, how you going? Alex said, they're all bloody unelected now, Stuart. And Deb said, Trump with prayer signs. Alex said, apparently the NHS have been ordered to reveal the fate of the Tavistock transgender patients. They also banned children from being given blockers, etc. Shame the damage has already been done. Oh, no. Hey, Eyes, how you going? You're on live. In England? Oh. Good on you, Eyes. I said, have my mate, good to see you, but I will not be here when you read this, but I love you. Oh, God love you. Deb said, I need 2 phones so I could call you too, sweetie, Eyes. Oh, so you could see him as well. Yep, you need more screens. Deb said, thank you for popping in, Eyes. Alex said, glad you made it, Eyes, even if just a little bit. Jeff said, the Australian government's answer to problems equals more immigration by design, more like. Yes, exactly. They think they can cover it up with him. The whole thing's going to collapse shortly. I said, Alex, I thought it was you, but not sure of the beautiful stuff you've been putting out. God bless you. But was not sure to the beautiful... Okay. Alex said, thank you, Eyes. Appreciate that. God bless. Mouse of Doom said, well, he was close by and he missed it by 24 years. I said, right, I'm off. I might be back. God bless, love and peace. Alex said, Biden in another time and world. Yeah, he's back in the 20th century. Alex said, enough is enough. Deb said, it's weekend at Bernie's when I look at Biden. It is. Flyby Stew said, P. Diddy, another nonce. Why? Oh, for fuck's sake, why do these people exist? Alex said, sounds a bit like Paris. I know she did a documentary about their abuse she suffered as a teenager. Hey, Judy, how you going? The DC pedos are the exact same as the Hollywood ones, Professor. Hamamoto did a piece on Hilton not long ago on his channel. Okay. Alex said, maybe she just looks a bit different as she wasn't wearing much makeup. Her sister Nick is married to a Rothschild, I think. Yeah, they get married off. Deb said, eat less plastic, Mac. How you going, Sherry and Judy? How you doing? Alex said, Sherry might be because new time. Dang clock change. Yes, clocks went back. Flyby Stu said, Uggs, good to see you from Yorkshire. You seen any of the USA shite? P. Diddy nonce. They reckon he's another Epstein. I'll have a look into it. Crazy, yes. Deb said, I'm sick of the people want pronouns, want to put a label on me, born a woman. Yep, exactly. Flyby Stu said, Alex was surrounded by these nut jobs. And Alex said, I know they're everywhere, Flyby Stu. Deb said, Cairo had a part to play in Jabby. Kenchegi Owie, how you going? Kenchegi Owie said, to former proper government, please see our constitution from 1901 as these traders are a business. Yep. Deb said, great poem, Hev. Yeah, I liked it. That's why I thought I'd read it. Alex said, there's supposed to be a new reform party here in the UK, but all the bloody Tory cons are jumping over. We need a complete overhaul of the lot. Deb said, I've known trans people. They were never an issue. No, not until they started trying to shove it down people's throats, and then that was it. No more. Kenchegi Yowie said, Deb, look at Carlotta. Flyby Stu said, has anyone seen the update from the WHO amendment? They're hoping to push this shite and to bring Armageddon. Well, I don't care. I'm not fearing anything at this point. Alex said, these people are rotten. Leave the children and animals alone. I know. Kachega said, Vicpol is a corporation, nothing to do with the Victorian government. Another business, they have no authority as Vicpol is not mentioned in the Victorian Police Act. Yeah, well, I think the whole Australian government is a listed corporation, aren't they now? Alex said, I think they've been trying for a while, Flyby Stu. Susie said, hello chickens, how you going, Susie? George, how you going? Flyby Stu said, 2nd of May in the UK vote, I do not consent, let's sort this shit out. Susie said, have you guys heard about these mysterious trumpet sounds people around the world are hearing coming from the sky? I have heard a lot of weird things lately, yep. Alex said, I was going to do that. I didn't want to vote again, but hopefully do not consent gains traction, Flyby Stu. Susie said, I met a First Nations lady this week that told me she's heard them in the remote village she's from. She says they're always followed by the most horrible screaming coming from underground. Ooh. Alex said, yeah, Susie, they have been heard here a few years ago. Susie said, the people in a village say it's the earth or Gaia crying out. What do you guys think? Are they trumpets or of revelation? Could be, I don't know, it could be people underground screaming. I don't know. Alex said, oh no, hope everything's okay, Hev. Oh, I don't know. I don't know right now. I've really got to go in a minute. Just something was said, someone overheard that they shouldn't have overheard, and not me. Someone works with overheard. Yeah, it's big shit, because there's all this money involved now, and people are in. Oh my God, it's just going to be a mess. Flyby Stu said, Alex, Greta's a globalist puppet, groomed, probably abused. That's how these nutters operate. Susie said, Kenchega, the people report it. Sounds like it's coming from the sky. Kenchega said, yes, they are, but there's a lot of reports and the noise in the sky, but emanating from underground. Judy said, thanks, Hev, much appreciated. Susie said, Paris Hilton's kid looks like Megamind. Alex said, I don't think so. He might be on another panel. Deb? Yeah, no fear. Susie said, all the names you read out on that list, all the men are stonecutters. Kenchega said, Paris Hilton was also born a boy. Susie said, Kenchega, I think she was born Sasquatch, size 12 feet. Oh, my God. Well, with that, guys, I'm going to have to go just because things are happening here right now. I'll try and come back tomorrow sometime. If not Monday morning, I'll try. We'll see how we go. Anyway, much love, guys. I've got to go and sort something out. I'm so sorry. I intended to be here much longer and go to Rumble as well. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.
seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
God love you, Shannon. Thank you.
Push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going in life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.